What's up, y'all? Alex here, right on the borders of Old Toronto and East York. We're just 4 blocks north of Danforth Avenue and a couple blocks just west of Coxwell Avenue. I just walked all the way here from Pape and Cosburn, and it's 12:40 p.m. right now on Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025. That is a nice dog. And you may be in Old Toronto, but I'm gonna make a second video. The one I just did was like 26 minutes. I think I have time for another. So this is gonna be like part 2, walking East York, Toronto. We're also not too far from the subway, but I think I'm gonna walk all the way to Woodbine Station. I was actually just walking, well, not pacing, but just looking at Google Maps and seeing, okay, where should I plan my next route? So we're walking east on Milverton Boulevard. Behind me was Monarch Park Avenue. You can tell we're in Old Toronto because of the very old street lamps, but once we walk north, that'll change. We'll see how long this takes. Yeah, it's a nice day outside. Temperatures are cooler now, so it's definitely seasonable around 13 degrees Celsius. Well, the sun was definitely strong. It's not bad outside. Just meandering around East York. Okay, there's Coxwell Avenue. Thought we would do is like a residential walking video for a change, instead of doing like, the usual same major streets. Here's Coxwell Avenue. There isn't a... Oops, my iced tea is gonna fall. Shit. Okay, you know what? Let me put this in my bag real quick. Okay, there we go. As long as it doesn't spill out. I mean, I'm carrying 2 bags. I mean, when I'm going to school, I have to carry it because this is my personal one, and then of course I have my backpack with my laptop. Yoshi already ended his stream. I guess Alicia, Kyle, and Vasily have found them. Now Johnny's live, and he's also downtown. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets sniped by them. But I've chosen to do my own thing today. I wanted to take a break from sniping people, so maybe next week. Because I'm also off all of next week too, so there's an idea. Not exactly sure what neighborhood this is. We could be in Monarch Park for all I know. Now we're walking south on Coxwell, but we're going to make a left onto Gleb Home. So I don't know the name of this neighborhood. I'll probably just title this video Walking Residential Streets in East Toronto. Because what else can I really think of? We're just right on the borders of East York and Old Toronto. Literally not too far from Danforth. And look at this. This is all fresh paint. Where the hell did that come from? Another squirrel. I missed my chance, but I'll have to wait. We'll cross over to the other side. And then we'll continue walking. Wait, just give me a moment here. And up ahead is the Michael Garron Hospital. Like I said, this part of Toronto is very underrated, especially East York. We'll try to go back in there. The border goes in different places though, but I know Woodbine Station is in East York itself, so we'll definitely end things off there. Well, at least that's my plan. Oh, look at that. There's a freaking huge skeleton. Or at least that's the skull of it. Yeah, look how freaking huge this thing is. Wow. That's enough to scare anybody walking down the street. No, I fear no evil. At least right now. Oh, look at that. But also, black cats are a symbol of Halloween too. I used to have a black cat growing up. So why don't we make a left onto the next street? We'll go back into East.
A few moments later.
So sorry about that, guys. Phone went out of storage again. So what I did, as usual, I deleted some files off the recently deleted album, and I charged my backup iPhone SE2, which I will use to film the rest of the video if this craps out. So now we're at Woodington Avenue, and this is definitely a public school here. I think it might be... Oh. This is Earl Beatty. All right, we'll head north up to the next street. Then maybe we'll go across to Woodbine Avenue. Again, this is a very interesting neighborhood. Probably not as interesting as, you know, the neighborhood south of Danforth Avenue. You know, Leslieville area, Upper Beaches. They have much nicer homes. But this is still good. We'll come back up to Milverton Boulevard. Oh, look at that big ass spider. Imagine this shit came alive. Nah, I hate spiders. They are so fucking scary. Oh man, look at this too. If all those Halloween decorations were animatronics, I know I said I fear no evil, but I'm gonna get spooked out pretty easily if I see a tarantula moving out at me or something. Oh, hell no. Still in Old Toronto. Hopefully next street will be in East York. And there's the hospital, as I was saying. Again, I'm just walking all over the place. But let's just make a right here onto Springdale Boulevard. I'm trying to remember if I walked here just now in my last video, but we'll walk here anyways. We're now back in East York. And then I think after this, we'll head down Woodbine and walk down to the Danforth and Woodbine subway station, and then I'm going to head off to school. I'm going a little bit early, though, well, slightly at least, because I'm going to be meeting up with a friend. And we're both in the same class together. Hey, there's a Buffalo Bills flag. I mean, everybody's talking about the Blue Jays, obviously, but the Bills are like the closest team to here. So everybody in Toronto roots for the Buffalo Bills. That is a kitty cat. All seems very, very quiet here. That's good. It's good to get away from the hustle and bustle of traffic, even though it's nowhere close to rush hour. I think right now it's just before 1 p.m. I think I started my first video around 12:15 p.m. So I've been walking for like 40 minutes. Oh, here's Gleb Mountain Avenue. So we got Gleb Home Boulevard, and then Gleb Mountain Avenue. I guess it makes it even more fitting. Looks like this street was just repaved. It looks like there's a scarecrow on the tree. I think the only interesting part of this walk is seeing all the Halloween decorations. I did say they're a little bit underwhelming, but I think they really picked up the pace around here. Oh, the sun's back out. Tomorrow I'm thinking of going to Markham. Maybe visit Langham Square as well. And the upcoming downtown Markham. And then Friday morning I'll head downtown. And Saturday, I'm not sure what time, but we're celebrating a viewer's birthday at the Shoeless Joe's on Queens Quay. The Leafs are starting early though, well, slightly early at 5 p.m. because of course Game 2 of the World Series goes down to the Sky Dome. Gets the Dodgers, I think at 8 p.m. So that makes more sense. And there's a chance I'll probably have to miss that game. Here's Woodman Avenue. And I hope that's a Woodbine Avenue up ahead. Probably won't be 2 squirrels. There is Mortimer Avenue. And another squirrel. Yeah, that's definitely Woodbine. There's traffic there, I suppose. And then it won't be a far walk to Woodbine subway station. From there, I'll just make my way to school. I've done many walking videos along Woodbine Avenue, especially in this park. I really wanted to make a second video, but wasn't sure if I had time for that. But I was able to think of an idea last minute. All right. And I'll make it right here. So I feel a little bit out of it just because, you know, I have 2 freaking bags of me. My personal bag, which I use every day, and then my backpack, which has my laptop. All right. And then Danforth Avenue is probably just half a kilometer away from here. So we're walking south. There's Milverton Boulevard once again. Church of the Resurrection. Looks all rebuilt to me. Oh, there's also an apartment for rent. Oh boy. Well, there's the Value Mart and the main entrance to Woodbine Station. But since we're on this side, I'm gonna enter the station through the other entrance, which is on this side of the street. And I actually started a subway video from right outside that entrance. That was 3 weeks ago, back on October 1st. I gotta do more of these subway videos of commentary to provide, historical context and, of course, my personal memories on the subway. It's always fun. Gotta be careful of the crazies and the mentally ill, of course. Interesting. Oh. Toronto Chinese Mennonite Church. There's Wolverley Boulevard. And then the next one will be Strathmore Boulevard. That's where the subway runs directly underneath. Of course, that'll be our entrance. It's kind of been a long walk, but I've gone on much longer walks than this. At least to make 2 separate videos. I really hope the subway's running right now, because I don't know. Because Monday was shut down between Kennedy and Warden. I had to take the 20 Cliffside bus as an alternative. And there's Danforth Avenue. Finally, we've made it. Okay. Time to get the old Presto card out. Put that away. We gotta go eastbound. It says 4 minutes. That's all right though. Anyway guys, I'm gonna end the video off here. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. Happy Halloween and go Jays, I guess. See you guys on the next one. Take care and peace out. Bye-bye.